Looking for a pretty and textured 2-row repeat crochet stitch? If that sounds like what you're looking for, why not try the Aligned Cobble Stitch? If you're ready to learn, I'm Rachel from Hope Corner Farm, and by day I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet. And let's grab a hook and some yarn and we'll get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment, let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. For the Aligned Cobble Stitch, you're going to have to know how to complete a few different crochet stitches to be successful. So first off, you're going to have to know how to chain, you're going to have to know how to single crochet, you're going to have to know how to treble crochet, and I do mention the use of a foundation single crochet stitch as well. I have links to videos for all of these stitches that go a lot slower in the description below, so if you're a little fuzzy on how to complete any of them and I go too fast in this tutorial, you could check those out. For today's crochet tutorial, I'm going to use a size J 6.0 millimeter crochet hook as well as some size 4 medium weight yarn in this teal color. Use whatever works best for you. You may also need a pair of scissors and a yarn needle at the end of your project. Today's crochet tutorial is written using US crochet terms. For the aligned cobble stitch, you need to start by chaining an even number. So I am going to chain 12. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 chains. So again, begin by chaining an even number. For row 1, we're going to begin by working into the second chain from the crochet hook. I personally am going to work into the back bump of the chain because I like how it looks better, but you can work into the chain however you normally do. Into the second chain from the crochet hook, we're going to work a single crochet stitch. So without yarning over, we insert our hook, we yarn over, pull through the stitch. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through both loops to complete a single crochet stitch. Now we're going to place 1 single crochet in each of the chains across. So row 1 is a row of all single crochet stitches. Now you could start this project with a foundation single crochet stitch instead. You would start by foundation single crocheting an odd number because we're going to lose 1 stitch by working into the second chain from the crochet hook, and that'll make our even number now odd. If you choose the foundation single crochet start, you're going to want to skip this row and go straight to row 2. And here's our last single crochet. And that completes row 1, all single crochet stitches. For row 2, we're going to start by chaining 1 and turning our work. Into the very first stitch, we're going to place a single crochet stitch. Into the next stitch, we're going to treble crochet stitch. So to do that, we yarn over twice. We come and we insert into that stitch. We yarn over, pull through that stitch. Now we have 4 loops on our crochet hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now there's 3 loops left. Yarn over, pull through 2 more loops. Now there's 2 loops left. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops to complete a treble crochet stitch. Now if you want, you can even kind of use your finger to pop that treble crochet more towards this side. We want those treble crochet stitches to pop to one side, and currently they're going to pop to the back of our work because we're working on the wrong side at the moment. So again, we've just completed that treble crochet. We want it to pop towards the back. Now we're going to get into the repeat for our row, and the repeat for our row is worked across 2 stitches. What we're going to do is in the first stitch, we're going to single crochet, And into the next stitch, we're going to treble crochet. So again, yarn over twice, don't forget that. And then work your treble crochet stitch just like you did in the last one. Push that treble crochet to the back, and then we repeat. Single crochet, and then treble crochet in the next one. Push it to the back. Single crochet, and then treble crochet. Push it to the back. One more time, single crochet, and then treble crochet. Push it to the back, and then you should have one stitch remaining for your row. And into that very last stitch of the row, we're going to work a single crochet stitch. And that completes row 2. So one thing you should notice is that those stitch tops are currently curling towards you. Hopefully you can see that, but they have a slight curve towards us at the moment. When we turn our work, they're going to curve towards the back. Now you're going to have to pay attention to that when you work the next row because they slightly curve. It might be a little bit harder to see them. And I'll show you what that looks like in the next row. For row 3, we're going to start by chaining 1 and then turning our work. Now you can see that that textured side is facing us. One other thing you should notice is that your stitch tops are now curling towards the back. Now to find them, you may want to slightly tilt your work so that way you can more easily see those stitch tops, because if you were to try and find them like you normally would, it's a little bit harder. Either way, in the very first stitch, we're going to place a single crochet stitch, and then we're going to work one single crochet stitch in each of the stitches across. And really pay attention and make sure that you're catching all of the stitch tops. Again, if you need to slightly turn your work or tilt your work so you can see the tops of those stitches, that's okay. Just so you make sure that you find the tops of those stitches so you work into every one so you don't mess up your stitch count. So just kind of keep that in mind. You have to be mindful of where you work those single crochet stitches. And that completes row 3. Again, row 3 is all single crochet stitches. So this stitch, we work a row where we add our texture with the single crochet and the treble crochets, and then we do a row of single crochets because the texture all pops to one side. And so we need to get back to where we can have all of our stitches pop that texture to the right side. So you have to use a row of single crochet in between. For the remainder of your project using the Aligned Cobble Stitch, you're going to simply keep alternating row 2 and row 3. So remember, row 2 is our row with our single crochets and our treble crochet stitches, and row 3 is our row of single crochet stitches. This is now a 2-row repeat crochet stitch. As far as the finishing row goes, I like to end after a repeat of row 3. So row 3 is where you chain 1, turn your work, and then place 1 single crochet stitch in each of the stitches across. I do this because we started our project with a row of single crochet stitches, so I feel like it looks a lot better if you do a row of single crochet stitches to end your project. So again, I end this project after a repeat of row 3. The last thing to keep in mind, like I have pointed out, this is definitely a one-sided crochet stitch. So notice this side, all that depth and detail and texture that pops to this side. So this would be considered the right side of our work. Whereas this is the wrong side or the back side of our work. Notice that it doesn't have the depth and the detail that the other side does. So keep that in mind when you're choosing the aligned cobble stitch for your crochet projects, that it's definitely a one-sided crochet stitch. and that it definitely has texture that pops to one side more so than to the other. And that's how to crochet the aligned cobble stitch. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos. And if you're looking for another crochet stitch that's kind of similar, you could check out my granule stitch crochet tutorial right here. And I hope you have a wonderful day.